any of you followed my Sunday morning video, you'll know that I had this big rail of clothing and I was putting together my things, and many of you said, Trinny, there's no way you're not taking a trunk with you. But I want to show you my thought process. So Hermione's behind the camera today because Chloe has gone to do her improv class. So in the end, what I did is I had this whole rail, and I slowly, over a couple of days, thought, actually, I'm not going to wear that. And actually, that's really synthetic fabric. I'm not going to wear that. And that shirt's long sleeves. I don't know if I'll wear that. And I kind of went through like that. So I've kind of been left with this. So I've got to get this into that case, and then all my shoes and my other things into that case and in this. So I'm going to do that with you. And also, before I forget, a few more dresses on this wall, which I'd forgotten about actually, but they're quite long, and I hung them up there because they're kind of for giants. So if I look at what I've got, I'm going for, and if anyone's there saying, I can say hello to them, you can say who's joined, because that's what we usually do. We welcome everybody, because a lot of you might be watching footy, but for those of you who aren't, I'm going to start in a minute, and we'll hopefully be finished in about 15 minutes. But I've got some old friends. I've got the lace dress, which I had on Instagram, which I've had for years. I've got this dress that I've worn for so many years, and I got it in an old, I got it from a designer in Denmark, but it just about still fits. I got this Max Mara one that I changed. So these are my sort of long dresses. So that's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights of dresses. And I do like to wear a different thing every night because I'm on holiday, so why the hell not? And I have a decent wardrobe. Then night 7's going to be that. Night 8 is going to be that. Night 9 is that. Night 10 is the long one. Night 11 is the really cozy casual. Night 12 is my H&M moment, and night 13 is my French Connection moment. So that's my evening sorted. A bit crazy, I know, and I might only wear half of them, but I have options. And then I've got caftans for the day, and I like to change my caftans out. So the challenge will begin. I'm going to start with one of my favorite dresses, and I'm going to actually pack in the order of things that I know I love the most and wear the most, because that will help me if it gets a bit full to realize actually I need to compromise. When I pack, everyone has their different ways to pack, and I usually take the Remova suitcases, but I'm taking this one which I found downstairs, which one of the kids had. So I start, and I don't do the roller type of packing, I do the flat type of packing. What I've realised with this little suitcase is it's got an air pocket in it, and I need to get to the basis of that. Well, I don't know how that's going to happen. It's like a waterbed underneath. I've never experienced that before. I will also probably take my hangers with me because I'm staying in a hotel and they don't always have enough hangers, and then sometimes the hangers are kind of wide hangers, and then I feel that I can't fit all my clothes in the wardrobe. Whereas with huggable hangers, which are the ones I have here, they're just fantastic. A bit too short, just do that. Any questions, Hermione? You can just...
Everyone is raving about the football.
Oh,
it's coming home.
I know, it's so exciting, ladies, and we are all going to watch it. And I'm doing this now, and I don't expect you to watch it now. I just want to get it done because I've got to do this. Go and watch the footy, and then go and go to bed because I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning. So this is kind of the only time I can do it. Yes.
Someone says watching with one eye and the other eye watching football. So you're you're competing with the.
I know, I'm competing with England. I mean, if anyone is actually just watching this and not watching the football, I kind of think you were insane.
It's amazing.
And I kind of want to be doing it, but I'm back. And I'll be half asleep by the time it finishes.
What are huggable hangers?
Huggable hangers are the cleverest hangers you can get off Amazon. And they look like this. They're much better than a wire hanger, and they're made of velvet. And you can find authentic huggable hangers and cheap Chinese imitations. But it means you can take like 20 hangers with you, and they take no space up. And they look after your clothes, and they are not expensive. They've changed my life, actually, and changed the lives of many people. Because sometimes I go and stay with people, when I go and stay with people in the summer, and I bring them as a gift huggable hangers for their sort of, if they have a guest room or something, and they love it. I'm already feeling this suitcase feels small, but anyway, we'll get there. We're going to get there. I'm now going to go to my
Philippa Henning has said, "You can borrow my cargo allowance if you like."
Oh,
do you think that's going to be?
I think you're being a bit sarcastic now. I think
it's a bit mean.
You need to get on and watch the football because you don't believe I'm going to do it.
I think she is.
I'm going to do it.
I think she
is.
I
really am. I might leave one or two things behind because I am trying to think to myself, I'm so excited to wear this Max Mara dress. It does look somewhat like a sheet, but I find it so pretty that I don't mind its sheetness. Because I think it's just going to be long and yet cool. I know that lovely combination. Now, this one is a bit tight on me, so do I take the risk or not? I do take my favourite dress. There is always that fear when you travel and you put your favourite clothes in to think, am I going to lose my suitcase? It's probably my biggest fear in life on a travelling scale, is that I might lose my suitcase and lose my absolute favourite summer things, because it would just be so horrible. And then I have been times when I've been worried about the airline. So this airline I'm not so worried about, but I'm worried about the airline. I just take my very, very precious things and I put those in hand luggage. And then I put stuff which doesn't matter so much into the main hold. I was going to take 2 of these skirts, but I could just take one for now. So I'm going to take the lighter coloured one. See, I'm not panicking, but I'm already thinking, okay, all right, but we're getting there. I've got my caftan, which is like my dressing gown. I was thinking, do I take a dressing gown? But this is my sort of Margot from The Good Life moment that I always have on holiday. And I do feel slightly I'm turning into Margot from The Good Wife. But I kind of don't mind because it's so comfortable and it's very thin cotton. I got it in Melissa Odebash. And this is another caftan I love. This is from Cool Change, which is a really great US company. They used to sell it in a shop in America, if any of you are watching from the States and don't follow English football, which is called Calypso. And I'm sure quite a few of you remember that brand, Calypso. I first discovered them in the 90s and they did just fantastic summer fare. They had a store downtown in New York and then they had a store in Long Island. But I was frequent visitor at that shop, and I did build up a wonderful summer wardrobe from it. Most of the things now are too small for me, but I did have about 20 things from there.
How would you pack a large hat without putting it on hold? And putting it in the hold, and I can't take it in the cabin.
I will show you, darling, because
Here we go.
I will do it with my hat. Well, I'll show you what I would do if it was a hat where I was worried about the crown, which is what you're saying, and I'll give you my trick to doing that. Okay, so everything is just flat at the moment, flat packed.
Someone said, "My daughter's laughing at you throwing the hangers on the floor after I tell her to pick things up one at a time."
I will. I did throw them on the floor, I did, didn't I? I can sometimes do that, but you're so right. They will be picked up. I did Lila's packing last night, and she's got a very nice selection of clothing. She's sort of turning into her mother, because she said, "Mummy, I need this and I need this." I said, "Lila, do you really need to change this much?" I had no argument. I had absolutely zero argument. So, yes, she's got a little bit of my habit. Mustn't forget the slip. How often do you pack a lovely dress and then you forget a little slip, which makes it go from totally inappropriate dressing see-throughness to ability to wear. A pair of white trousers is essential. There we go. And that sequin top, which I want to wear with something. I don't know if that's totally inappropriate, but I just can never not have a sequin top.
Love sequins.
This is a masterful little white top layering piece from COS. It takes up no room. When it's a really hot evening with a pair of white trousers and a great shirt, it really does the business. This is a dress I just got, which I love from Tory Burch so much. And my partner thinks I look like a sort of, it's a sort of child's dress.
No, you wore that at the pop-up, it looked amazing.
I know, I did love it. I think it's, you know when you have things in your wardrobe that definitely aren't your girlfriend's favourite items of clothing, but not necessarily your partner's. There's a great American site, it's a woman called Leandra Cohen, and she has Man Repeller. Do you follow it, Hermione?
No, I don't. I probably should.
And she, I mean, her fashion is really out there.
Yeah.
But, you know, that was started on the basis. And then the new editor of You Magazine, Jo Elvin, has a great Instagram account. And she has something like, her hashtag is, something my husband hates me in. You know, and it's always the kind of, the brogues, the kind of
We
slightly
love that.
manly
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
And they're like, you know, please don't wear that.
God.
And we're like, but we love it.
Love it. Why
But
not?
We love it.
I know.
Can't wait to wear that bright orange. Caroline Herons came to my house yesterday for some little chat about some stuff, and she had this Prada bag. She'd been shopping. Neon Prada bag, phenomenal bag. I wanted it so badly when I saw it. And she said, oh, but it comes in bright orange and neon pink. And I said, did it come in neon yellow? Because then I actually would have run to Prada and got it. Thank God! Thank God for my bank account. It did not.
Oh.
So this is quite a thick caftan, but I love it. So I'm going to bring it, and I know it's going to take up more room than I want something to take up.
Is
So
that
now-
a Petusa one?
What?
Is that the
That's the
Petusa one?
Petusa,
I
and
thought
you know
so.
what? I called it Petusa, but you know what it is? Somebody told me it's P-U, no,
Petusa.
Pit, USA. It's not
Is it
Petusa.
really?
I kept
Oh, well, I've been
calling
saying it wrong.
Petusa,
Oh,
but
gosh.
it's Pit, USA.
Oh.
Silly old me.
Well, no, I've been saying it wrong
Have you?
forever.
But do you know it? Have you seen that brand before?
I love it. My favourite top is from there. I wear it the entire
Oh my
time.
God, how long have you known about that brand, Hermione? I never knew about that
You
brand,
know what?
Petusa.
Oh my God,
until
I've
last
been,
year.
Really? No, I've sort of, but well, about sort of 18 months.
Oh my God, you're ahead of the curve. ahead of the Selfridges curve.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
have to say,
yeah.
Because they were the ones who started selling it. Well, I don't say well, once you start selling it, but that's where I discovered it. So this also takes up a bit of space, but I can't not pack this because I haven't worn it yet, and I've had it for a year, and I had the sleeves changed so that it would work better. So I'm going to put all of this on this side. There, that will fit. So,
Lisa has said, will you actually wear everything you're taking? I'm the queen of wearing only half of what I pack.
well, darling, you know what? You've got to follow my Instagram to see if I do. Okay, and then we can all have a conversation afterwards about what I didn't wear. What really, I think that if you continuously go away and you, for 3 years in a row, for example, you do not wear those things, then it's time to get rid of them. An example of that is if I look in my summer stuff here, Hermione, and I look at what I've left behind. This is my sort of summer wardrobe. There's some things here which I've left behind for 3 years in a row, so I'm going to actually do a Facebook giveaway and an Instagram giveaway, so that will be coming someone's way soon. Okay, now, this dress, am I going to pack it or not? It's rather sweet. It doesn't
I
take
really
up much
like
room.
it.
I think I'm going to have to, and I think this one, it's a bit tight on my tummy and I might give it a miss, so that's going to go as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my hand luggage suitcase before I finish and know what else I can fit. And in this little baby, if I can get it over, there we go. I'm going to put everything apart from my toiletries. So, we're getting down to nitty gritty. So, there's stuff which is going to actually go in my handbag. So, I need to put that separately. So I'm going to put this here. Remind me, Hermione, I don't want to put this out on it.
Absolutely.
So shoes, I could put there. When I do shoes in this little suitcase, I kind of put them up to that bit, and then I think of what I can put in them. And generally I put socks and stuff, but I don't actually have that this time. So I'm just thinking the best thing for me to do, because in this, you know what, I'm going to finish off. Sorry, I've got to go back to this suitcase. I am going to take the second skirt in nearly the same colour. I know it sounds pathetic, but it takes up no space and I can't live without it. And I'm going to not take that, but I am going to take this, which I love, and I'm going to put that in a long thing. Now, if you were taking your hat, this is what I would do if you had a hard hat. This is a soft hat, so I can fold it, but with a hard hat, what I'll tend to do is I'll put it in that part of the suitcase that has the wheels inside, and I'll put it in the middle section like that, and I'll fill this with knickers, and I'll build up around it, the clothes, and then it will sort of sit there comfortably, and I might put some things on top of it, but by then it's held in. So that's my hat trick.
Very clever.
Okay. So I've done that. I've done all the things from there. I think I might go now to, oh my God, I'm so hot and bothered, sorry. Very hot in this room. I'm nearly done, about 5 more minutes and I'm done, ladies. So I've now flattened that suitcase, and now I'm going to put my, these are my actual bikinis and stuff. So I'm going to put them this way because I remember 2 fit like that. So that's all my bikinis and all my swimsuits and all my pareos.
It's very clever you've got them in a separate bag.
Yeah,
that's
because
very good.
In the hotel I might just not have room for anything. I've got a scarf which actually I'll take on the plane. And then I'm going to put this is my hideously heavy thing, which is actually my shampoos and stuff like that, which take up a lot of space. And I'll put that one there, that side. Oh! And then I've got my medicines, which I'm going to put there, like that, and squidge them down. Then I've got a handbag for night time, and then I've got another handbag for night time. And then I've got my all my skincare is there. And this is all my jewellery here, there, like that. I could probably fit my hat in here. It's looking pretty impressive, although
Amazing.
I say it myself.
I'm very impressed.
That I might get there. Now I've got to make a softer place for that, I think. A softer place for that, so let's just put that there, because I noticed a little room there.
So Barbara is saying, tell Trinny to take a breath and shout out hello to us all.
Hello, ladies! I know I need to take a bloody breath. Hello. Hello. I can't tell you how exhausted you know how exhausted I am, because it's been a hell of a year, and it's really nice to be going on holiday with family and having a lovely time and just relaxing. So I'm so excited that I am. I haven't worn those yet from Zara. Aren't they cute?
Those are so
really nice. They're sort of
those.
raffia. I just love them. I think they're fab. And then I have too many pairs of shoes here, haven't I? But if anything, I sort of don't need those. I'm not going to take those actually. I'm going to take those, which are my
I love.
really old. These are like 15 years old, and I said this in the last video. I've had them rehealed about 10 times. And these I got in Portofino. A lot of my shoes I get when I'm travelling, if they're sort of summer shoes, and I have a lovely memory of them, you know. So I put those ones in there. But that's looking quite empty, that bag, because I've put nearly everything in one suitcase,
so
ladies.
Impressive.
Mustn't forget my chargers. And I've got now room to throw things in. So what's important is if I can fit in this, I need to see if I can fit my hangers.
Hangers.
So what I normally do, I'll try this now. I kind of need, I won't take those big hangers, I'll take my flat ones. So I take enough like that. And then, I mean I could put them in that hand luggage case frankly, but you know. Hello darling, are you offering me brownies? Look, I put everything in one suitcase, Linda.
Do you have my jumper in there?
No I don't. Is that what that thing was?
Yeah, that's good.
Now, I don't know if those are going to fit. I think I might have to put these actually in this
Do you want a
case.
brownie?
Darling, I'd love one, but let me finish what I'm doing.
I'm all right, thank you.
What, should I put one on the side?
Amazing.
Mummy,
Suitcase, yes,
I'll
darling.
put one on the side.
That looks very dirty, Bunny.
It's not. It just
Sure
came
you
out of my
want
cupboard. It's just got Lily's dog around it. It's just a secret. Love you. Bye.
Love you, darling.
So a lot of people are saying, do you have room to shop?
You know what? Do I have room to shop? It's a very good thing. But look, that suitcase is not full.
Yeah, there we go.
And I will be taking that plus a bag. So I think you know, if I
We're
found one or
good.
two things, I could. Not saying I would, because I did buy a lot recently. That isn't working. So we'll just have to do that like that and remember. So the big thing is, hang on, let me just try it. I still want to be done now because I'm getting very tired. Let's do that like that. I'm just gonna go. 1, 2, 3, and up. Then it's that moment when you pull it over and you say, please, Lord, please, Lord, will you close for me so that I can
To get a
succeed in my
Sit
challenge.
on it.
But It is tight, I'm not denying that, ladies. It's going to be a tight fit. Is it going to be a broken zip? I'm going to rely on the suitcase not to be a broken zip. Oh my God, it's just a heavenly sound.
Amazing.
I'm done. I'm done. The second hand luggage suitcase isn't full, and everything that I had on that floor and nearly everything I had on that rail is in here. So ladies, the next time I speak to you, I'll be on holiday, relaxed, probably just drooling with contentment, and let's fingers crossed for England tonight.
Yay.